Not only that, so that belongs on the claim management part. When we're managing a claim for a contractor, we give them weekly reports. On this weekly report, they get the status of all their claims, what's going on, what happened, right? Do we need something from them? Do we need additional documentation, additional pictures? So that is in this weekly report. If we had a phone call with the adjuster, we put that recording there. We want them to hear, what are we talking to the adjuster? What is that adjuster telling us? It has a pretty nice effect because it's not only transparent with our customer, but also sometimes it teaches them a little bit how to navigate this, which we're all about that. We want to add that value to our community. So those are kind of the value that these add. That weekly report, them being able to hear it, and they get copy on all the emails. Every email we got back and forward with that adjuster, our customer is always there on copy. Transparency is extremely important for us. That's why pricing is on the website, all publicly. Actually, me personally, if I call a company and they're not telling me the price, I hang up. I don't like it because sometimes they don't want to tell you the price because they're going to get you at the end. So no, we have it published. I don't want to forget this one. We have been adding a lot of technology lately this year, and linked to this transparency, I believe we are the only ones who have this in the market. Our customer can see the status of their estimate real time. So they can see if the estimate just got received, if we're evaluating the information, if it has been assigned to the estimator, or if it's on the quality assurance step, which is the last one. We notice that even lowered the amount of calls we get, because now we don't get that call of a customer saying, hey, when is my estimate going to be? How long, right? Because if they see on their customer portal, they can see the status. So they can see, it's on the quality assurance department, meaning that I probably should get it in a little bit, right? That's the last step. When we have that quality assurance department evaluating, the next step is just the deliver, and they can have them on their portal too all the time.
We're going to wrap it up. I have last 8 questions. You don't have to answer quick, but these are a little bit quicker. Just fill in the blanks and kind of rapid fire. Supplements are unethical, true or false, and why? What do you say to people who are saying supplements are unethical? You answer.
No, definitely they are not unethical. Supplements are very fair. Just imagine this 25-year-old adjuster, fresh off his 2 weeks training, 200 files on his desk. And remember, he's not only writing estimates, he's probably visiting properties, going into the roofs, or, they are adjusting these things. He's going to miss stuff. He's going to miss items. Sometimes that supplemented estimate, that initial estimate, helps that guy understand what's going on in the field.
Makes him better.
Yes.
It's a good way to put it. Carriers miss items because they're overwhelmed or because they save money. Pick one.
Gonna get me in trouble with this one. I would say these guys are just blasted with work, right? And yeah, if you have to write 200 estimates, and not only that, if you have never built a house, because if an adjuster, and actually I got license of adjuster. We don't operate as adjusters, right? But I know what they went through. The contractor knows more. The credentials, the license, getting a contracting license in Florida is crazy. You got to study out. That expertise of the contractor sometimes weighs more than the adjuster. Sometimes the adjuster even learn from what that contractor tells them. That's what we try to do at everything very friendly. It's not that we are antagonizing with them. We build this relationship with not only our customers, but also those adjusters. We keep finding the same adjusters sometimes over and over again. So that rapport facilitates the process.
Public adjusters are the solution or they are symptom?
Public adjusters, the homeowner needs somebody
to represent them.
Yeah, that's kind of where the rubber meets the road, we can just not take anything the insurance want. And sometimes the adjuster helps with that, helps understanding or helps put some pressure on the insurance, right? It might not work very good on the homeowner front because 20% is a big chunk of money. And now the roofer has to build a roof with that remaining 80. That's where it gets a little hectic, right? But I won't demonize them. I'm a person that I like to do the right thing, so I feel people does the right thing too. So I would say they have value and they are needed, because or else the homeowner will just be
Good answer.
will be depending on what the insurance company is gonna give them.
Name one thing that contractors do that instantly makes them lose credibility with adjusters.
One thing I will say, trying to charge overhead and profit when they are not eligible for, trying to inflate these prices, they can feel that too. The insurance can feel, they keep in mind, they pay these claims. That's what they do, paying claims, hopefully paying claims. But yeah, having inflated prices without justification, it won't play very well for the contract.
Good answer. If you don't ask, you don't get. Where's the line between asking and abusing?
Again, ethics, man. We gotta do the right thing. It is what it is, right? We understand the contractor needs to make money, get some decent profit, and keep their company working.
Worst advice contractors keep repeating.
Stay away from insurance. There's no money on insurance.
Okay. If you could force every roofer to learn one thing about claims, what would that be?
One thing about claims: accuracy. Very important to be accurate. Remember, I mentioned two things of inflating an estimate. I forgot to mention the second one. One is changing the numbers. The other one is not missing items. That's where the key is. And that's how we operate. That protective tape on the floor, we're going to bill for that tape. The contractor had to pay for it. So
good answer. Yeah, good answers, man. Fill the blank. A solid estimate makes the adjuster,
I will say, life easier.
Okay. When you hear that's not covered, what's your first thought?
Man, you're killing me with that one. That's not covered. Look to the evidence. Let's see on the evidence, because we don't analyze the policy. Sometimes we hear it a lot on the non-matching states, right? Which we can tell easily. Oh, yeah, let's say Texas is not a non-matching state. We already know it's not covered, right? But we can hear in Florida too. Florida is a matching state. So
I see. Well, brother, thank you so much for coming all the way. How do people get a hold of you?